Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome back to another video. My name is Tawanda and I'm the Migraine Crafting Diva. And on this channel, I do decorating on a budget, DIYs, and hauls with a sprinkle of migraine enlightenment. In today's video is going to be some high-end Dollar General DIYs, farmhouse DIYs. And I will say these are some of the funnest DIYs I've done, and I really enjoyed doing these DIYs. And I don't know if it's because I like cows, but yeah, I cannot wait for you to see how these DIYs turned out. So we're going to go ahead and get started with DIY number one. So for DIY number one, I have two of these pickle jars. I have some Rust-Oleum black matte black paint, spray paint, and I have a cow and a pig from Dollar General. I'm going to also use some E6000 Mod Podge, and then I printed out on some cardstock the word creamer, and I printed out bacon grease. So what I started off doing was I went ahead and took the two pickle jars outside, excuse me, and I spray painted the top half and the bottom half with the black spray paint, matte spray paint. And after I did that, I took the tape off, and you can see here what it looks like. And once I had that complete, I went ahead and I there's my lid. I also spray painted the lids black also. So once that was completed, I took my two printouts that I printed on cardstock. So here I'm just trying to figure out placement of how I want to put those onto the jar. So I'm gonna do the one that says bacon grease first. And the reason why I was trying to figure out some different sayings to put on the jars to match with the animals, and I'm from the South, and I do know that a lot of people do like to save their bacon grease to put on different items. I don't do it, but I do know a lot of people like to do this. So I decided I would just make a jar that says bacon grease. So here I am. At first I decided I was going to just use some the water and just try to tear the edges off of the cardstock, but it was too thick and I didn't like the way that it looked. So I just decided just to take my finger and just kind of rub the edges of the paper just to kind of thin it out some. And then once I had that done, I went ahead and took my Mod Podge, applied it to the back of the sign or the word, and then I adhered it to the jar. And that is basically it for this part of this DIY. So I'll just let you watch what I'm doing here. So now that I have it like I want it, I'm going to just show you a comparison of what one card looks like after I distressed it and what the other card looks like before. And so once I had it like I wanted it, I went ahead and just kind of flipped the jar around to figure out what side I wanted to use. And then I went ahead and started to add my Mod Podge to the back of the cardstock. And then I went ahead and attached it to the jar. And I did both of the signs, both of the signs the same way. And then I went ahead and just applied both of them to one to each jar. And here I'm just showing you what I am doing, and you can see the edges and how I thinned them out by just using the water in my finger. I actually wish I would have done it just a little bit more. I could probably go back and change it I could probably go back and change it, but I probably should have done it just a little bit more to thin it out because it is kind of thick, but it did still turn out really nice. So here I'm just trying to figure out what side of the jar I'm going to use. And again, I'm just applying some more Mod Podge to the back of the sign, and I'm going to go ahead and attach it to the jar. And then once I have that done, I'll go ahead and start working on my lids. So here I am going to go ahead and I'm using the pig to kind of steady the jar. Funny. So I'll let it sit for a while, and then I'll let it sit and dry, and then once it's dry, then I'll go back over it with a coat of Mod Podge on top of the signs. So here I am taking my cow that I purchased from Dollar General, and they say $1, but I actually got them both when they on sale, when Dollar General had their sale on all of their garden items. So so what I'm going to do now is just add some E6000 and a couple drops of the hot glue, and I'm going to add it to the lid, and then I'll go ahead and put the lids onto the jars. And oh my goodness, look at how good they look. These are my I want to say these are probably my favorite out of all of the DIY. Well, I think these are my favorite out of all of the DIYs, but this I'm going to put these in my kitchen. I have no ideas of, I'm not going to put anything in them, but I'm going to put these in my kitchen because they just turned out so nice. Look at it. Look at how cute that is. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I can't wait to decorate with these, and I'm going to put these up in my kitchen, and they're going to be up throughout all of the holidays. So I don't know, I'll probably just maybe I'll put something, some type of fall decorations inside the jar. But yeah, these will be up throughout for fall and for Christmas, definitely. So yeah, and if you don't know, I do have a thing for cows. I have a cow in my living room that pretty much takes up my whole wall. I purchased it from Kirkland's, and when we first purchased our house about 7 years ago, and I was eyeing that cow way before we purchased our house, and that was the first thing that I purchased after we closed on our home. So yeah, I do have a thing for cows. I'll maybe insert a picture of it. We call her Betsy. I'll insert a picture of it so you can see her. So we're going to go ahead and move on to DIY number 2. So DIY number 2 is going to be really quick and easy, and quick and fast, I should say. I have this black bowl that I purchased from Dollar General, and it was $2, and I believe I got it on sale also. And then I have these 3 little wooden finials. I believe I purchased these at Hobby Lobby, maybe, or maybe Walmart. I'm not sure. I have them just in my in a jar with just different odds and ends. I believe I purchased them from Walmart. I could be wrong, but anyway, I'm gonna just add some E6000 and some hot glue and attach it to the bottom of the bowl, and that is gonna be it for this DIY. Really fast, easy, quick, and simple. I hope you enjoy it. So we're gonna move right along to DIY number 3 and number 4. I'm just gonna combine the two. Here I have this cow picture that I purchased from Dollar General for $2. I have some of the Scrabble letters, excuse me, and then I have these little flowers that I purchased from Temu. And here I'm just showing you that I'm cutting off the back of it. And if you have these little flowers and you're gonna cut the backs off, just be careful, because that little piece, once you cut it off, it just goes flying. So I had those little yellow pieces that just flew all across my craft room. So here I'm just kind of placing the flowers like I want them onto the cow. And then I have my little Scrabble letters, and I'm going to spell out the words moo. And I'm just going to use some of my hot glue, and I'm going to attach it to the cow. And look at how cute she is. I can't wait to put her in my kitchen. She's so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I just love it. And then the next DIY that's a part of this, I also purchased one of these pictures with a pig on it. So I'm also going to just put some flowers on the pig. So basically I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the cow, with the exception of I was going to put the word oink on the pig, but I thought that the letters were a little I didn't want them to like be in the picture with the pig, or on top of the pig, I should say, or on top of the flowers. So I decided not to put them on there, but I probably could have just printed out used my Cricut and printed out the word oink. So I may end up just going back and doing that and adding it to the picture, because I think that would be really cute too. But either way, it still actually turned out really nice. So I just used some of the green and like cream colored flowers from Temu on the pig, and that is it for this DIY. Let me know what you think about these DIYs. I just absolutely love the way all of these turned out, and like I said before, these DIYs will be up in my kitchen or somewhere in my home throughout the holidays. So yeah, let me know what you think. So I inserted a picture of the pig with the word oink, and I also inserted a picture of the large cow picture that I have in my home. Let me know if you would put oink onto the picture, and also let me know if you're team pig decor or pig cow decor or both. Type your response in the comments. I would like to take the time out to thank you for watching my video, and if you're new here, welcome, and I hope you will stay. And if you're already subscribed, thank you for watching my videos every Sunday. I greatly appreciate it. And we're going to move on to our last and final DIY. And this little like cage or candle holder, I'm not even sure what it is, I purchased from Dollar General, and then I have this little black stand that I actually purchased from Mark's while we were in Ohio, and I paid 99 cents for it. But this little bird cage or candle holder, I'm not even really sure what it is, but I purchased this from Dollar General probably like 2 or 3 years ago. It was a long time ago, and I got it on sale. I believe it was 90% off. So I'm not really even sure why I was going to put it outside, and I was going to put it outside at one of my doors for some outdoor decor, but I ended up not using it, and it's just been kind of like in one of my storage cabinets, just kind of hanging out. So here I'm trying to remove the candle holder using my scissors, of course. And once I have that removed, I'm going to go ahead and try this crackle technique again with the glue. And of course, here I'm just trying to make sure that it does fit in the sand. And the sand was actually like a dark brownish black, and I actually spray painted it with the Rust-Oleum black chalk paint. I gave it one coat, and it looks awesome. So here I'm trying to use the glue again. So I don't know why I keep doing this, why I keep torturing myself. So anyway, so I just globbed the glue all over it, because I figured, you know what, if I just put a ton of glue on it, maybe it will crackle. And of course it did not. So then I took my apple barrel black paint, I think I used acrylic paint, or did I don't know what kind of paint I used. But anywho, once I had it all covered with the glue, I went ahead and took the there it is, the apple barrel black paint, acrylic paint is what I believe I used, and then I just kind of went and covered the cage completely with the black paint, and I used my heat gun to help it dry, to see if it would give me some crackles, and it did nothing. So then I ended up just taking it outside and just spraying it also with some of the black spray paint. And then once I was done with that, I ended up taking my hand sander and then just kind of sanding some of the areas so that you could see the greenish blue color up under the black. And once that was done, I ended up putting I was going to put some birds in here, but then I couldn't really figure out, I didn't like the birds that I had to put in it, so I ended up just adding 3 candles in it. And that is it. That is going to be it for this DIY. And this DIY should have been a really simple DIY, and it actually took the longest with me trying to figure out this crackle situation. And I actually ended up ordering some crackle from Amazon, but I actually did not use it on the DIY, so I'll probably try it on something else. And that is it for today's video. If you like what I'm doing, please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And like I always say, be nicer, be kinder. God will love you for it. And I hope you have a blessed day. And I will see you next Sunday. Goodbye.